great for marketing purposes. Does it stay true to that? I don't know. It's just gross. So I'm not gonna... Hey friends, welcome back. And so today I am here at my dinner table because apparently this is the best place to talk about sweat and body odor. I decided today I am doing a highly requested video following up on the Lume deodorant that I did about 3 or 4 months ago. And I'll be honest, I wasn't really a fan, nor did I really want to do a follow-up video initially. Because truth be told, I actually stopped using Lume about 2 weeks after that video was made. Not because it didn't work, but there were certain things that I just felt like were not as convenient, and I that a lot of people really wanted like a long-term review. I decided to give Lume another shot, and this time what I did differently was I actually ordered the tube deodorant instead of the actual stick applicator. I stopped using Lume in the first place. It was, again, not because it didn't work, because it did keep the stink at bay. It is not an antiperspirant, which they never claim to be, but for me, like, feeling dry is very important. I would sweat, even though it didn't stink, it still bothered me. But for the sake of the review, I did decide to go ahead and give Lume a whole other shot. And when I ordered this guy, first of all, let me tell you, this is a game changer. The other main reason why I stopped using Lume was because this is what happens with the stick applicator. This is an absolute no-go for me. And I think what Lume is really trying to do is to market themselves like a leading competitor with all of the other natural stick deodorants out there, but it's not. It's on a completely other level, and that's okay. For them, it's just very convenient that they at least compare themselves to a stick. But as you can see, their formula, which is great, does not belong in stick form. And so when this happened a couple weeks after me purchasing it, it became completely unenjoyable for me to use this every single day. When I purchased this guy, I was initially very hesitant because I was afraid that the consistency would feel like tacky. I didn't want to use my hands to apply deodorant. I was very much so in the habit of waking up, grabbing a stick deodorant, applying it underneath the arms, and going on with my day. This is just another step and just something different to retrain my brain. And so what I want to show you guys, if you're not familiar with what this product is, how it works, I have a very detailed video. I will link it for you guys down in the description box below. You can check that out. This is my 3-month update and my updated thoughts on this as a product, as a formula for odor, essentially. When I was reading the ingredients, they pretty much lined up exactly, so I don't think they changed much. But I did see that this tube formula is slightly better than what I had here. And like I said, the initial concern was that if I put this on my hands in the morning and under my arms, that this would leave like a weird tacky feeling. But I just want to show you guys how quickly and easily the formula disappears. There's literally no grease to it. There's no tack, no stickiness. So that I was very pleasantly surprised by. The one in stick form, again, I'm pretty sure, listen, Linda. You can see even if I rub it on my hands, within seconds, there's like nothing. So this time around, after actually giving it an initial like good amount of time to work, I will say that their claim to keep stink at bay does work 100%. I am not disputing any of that. Like I said, this is all a matter of preference. I will probably always stick to using aluminum-based deodorants until a natural company can come out and make it antiperspirant. It's not a matter of stink for me. I mean, it is a matter of stink, that would suck. But my main reason for why I would wear like an aluminum deodorant is the fact that I just don't want to feel wet. I don't want to feel sweaty. This does a great job at keeping you from stinking. Now, Lume, if you create an antiperspirant, like, I will probably be your #1 customer because that is so important to me. As far as them claiming that you don't smell for 72 hours, I don't know. I'm not really brave enough to like test that. Nor do I think it's necessary for anyone to test it for 72 hours to see if it keeps stink at bay. I will say though that I applied this, I would take a shower, I would apply this after my shower, but then around 3-4 o'clock every single day, I would need to reapply. I felt that I just needed some freshness under there. There were initially like concerns that the formula stops working after a couple of months. I can't say that I had that issue. Like I said, the smell does keep it at bay. You do have to shower at least every other day. If you don't, I highly recommend that you start doing so, just because, you know, relying on a product to keep you smell free, but you don't want to shower, that is not going to work, okay? If you are choosing between the stick or the tube, go with the tube. It's 100 times better. You can pop this in your gym bag. It's 3 ounces. You could travel with it. Pop it into your suitcase. This, as soon as you lay it down, it's just gross. So I'm not going to use this. I kept this only for the sake of showing you guys. Aside from that, if I was able to package this into a tube, I would somehow do so. I do not have the ability to do that. Lumi is doing a wonderful job of keeping their reviews very objective. They actually are not taking on any sponsorships. I know I asked, but they're actually not partnering with any like influencers, not sponsoring any reviews, for the reason that they just want to keep everything honest. And I, as like a consumer, I can definitely appreciate that. It's really nice to know. I do see that they take feedback very well. They do care about the customer. It feels very much so like a family-oriented company. The price point is a little bit high in my opinion. I think with everything, this tube here cost me $18. Does it work? Yes, you just have to, as a consumer, decide what is important to you. If being natural and, you know, vegan and cruelty-free is important to you, this is definitely something that you want to spend money on. You know, if being dry is important to you and using aluminum deodorants has been your go-to for the last, you know, whatever existence, then this is probably not going to work for you if you're looking for an antiperspirant. Keeping odor at bay, 100%, I would recommend it. I had 0 irritation, no breakage, no itching, absolutely no issue. Am I going to use this? Yes, I'm going to continue using this. Am I going to test this out against other natural deodorants? You betcha. And so I do have some other deodorants that I want to kind of battle alongside with this guy. I don't know, I can't really say anything bad about them. I really can't. Like I said, my only complaint is that they're not an antiperspirant, but they don't claim to be an antiperspirant, so that's really not on them. And the only other thing I will say about the scent, this is the juniper berry one, and this was the lavender. The lavender smells like any lavender essential oil. And then this juniper berry, I'm not sure what a juniper berry is supposed to smell like, but this just has like a very natural, herbal, earthy smell to it. Almost instantly it dissipates as soon as you put it on, so you're really not smelling anything. It's not foul. It's I would say it's pretty pleasant. It doesn't smell like Secret or Dove, but it just smells very natural, very fresh, and like very essential oil like. Now, as far as the 72-hour claim, I don't really think they expect a consumer to really put this on once every 72 hours, even though they claim that what happens is after some use, your body accumulates the mandelic acid, which is the antibacterial property in this formula. And so I think what their claim is that you have to use this less and less as you like go along. I don't know, I just don't think it's a bad thing to get into the habit of putting this on daily. And the 72-hour claim, like I said, I don't think they expect people to put this on once every 3 days, just because it's kind of gross. And the reason that they put the 72 hour is really just like a marketing thing to stand out and claim, hey, we last for 3 days versus the other leading natural deodorant, which is fine because it does set them apart from the natural deodorants. But I just don't feel like, personally as a consumer, I'm not going to wait 72 hours to reapply this. Like I said, I apply this once in the morning, and then around 3-4 o'clock I reapply this daily. It's great for marketing purposes. Does it stay true to that? I don't know, maybe, but I'm not really one to, I don't know, test it out. I feel like it's totally fine to shower every other day, daily, whatever your preference is, and just use this even once a day. I think it's great. So I hope that answered your guys' question. As far as the update on the Lume deodorant, I do 100% recommend it as an odor busting formula. It is great, it's comfortable, it's soothing, it smells pretty good. The price point is all right, I would say, because it does last you a long time. If you are interested in purchasing this deodorant, I will have the link straight to the Lume website down in my description box. You can purchase this off Amazon, but I will say that with Lume, I know that the product is coming in straight from the manufacturer and it's not going into like a third-party seller, so I know that it's not expired, it's still good, and it's coming straight from Lume. And the price on Lume is, I think, the same, except where they actually include free shipping, which is great, and it came in 2 days for me. So if you have any questions regarding the product, let me know, leave them in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe for more reviews, check out my other videos on my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one.